for 3,000 subscribers. I can't remember if I said that already or not, but thank y'all so much. We're on the road to 5K. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit the subscription. Today, we're going to be reacting to the trial of the GOAT, Michael Jordan versus LeBron James cancel court. I was supposed to do this video a while ago, but I never got around to doing it. So I just put it off for a while, but now I feel like I have time to do it, so I'm gonna react to it. Apparently it's a court case on the GOAT debate. Got 1 million views. I seen like a quick clip on TikTok and then I quickly like swiped it out because I wanted it to be a real reaction. I don't do fake reactions to anything. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get straight into it.
Cancel court is
Also like the video. That was way too loud.
an improv comedy show. Some opinions and statements are exaggerated for entertainment purposes. The views expressed on Cancel Court are solely those of the individuals providing them and do not reflect the opinions of Defiant Digital or their respective affiliates or employees. Basically,
Should be good.
We're gonna piss a lot of people off. But
Not surprised.
Cancel Court with Judge Tony Towns. In this episode, the trial of Michael Jordan versus LeBron James.
When LeBron James leaves a team, they become a high school roster.
And now, let's go
When
to
he
the
leaves the team, they become a high school roster. Crazy.
in this quarter, with a record of 1-1 in a suit made out of a tablecloth. Say hello to Ryan Davis.
Oh, this is like a real court case.
And in this quarter, he's bald, he's tall, and he's from Chicago. Say hello to Tony Baker. Come to order. Cancel Court is now in
I can
session
tell this is about to be
with
funny.
Judge Tony Towns.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to determine who the greatest of all time is. Is it LeBron or Michael Jordan? This debate is for the culture. We've heard from Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. We've heard from Mike and Joy Taylor and Colin Cowherd. We've heard from Shaq and Kenny and Charles. But now it is up to you to end this debate permanently. We have Mr. Ryan Davis representing LeBron James, and we have Michael Jordan represented by Mr. Tony Baker. Both sides will present factual evidence that will help the jury determine who the GOAT is. I expect that both parties have done their homework and you'll present your evidence accurately. The prosecution and the defense will have opening statements, then the battle will begin. We will end with closing arguments. Once it's completed, the jury of your peers will decide the verdict of this case. What are the rules in my court? There are no rules. Are we clear?
Yes.
Good. We will begin with Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Judge. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm here not to tell you why Michael Jordan isn't
LeBron.
a great player. I think Michael Jordan is all-time great.
Of course he is.
Jump man. You know what I mean? Shoes, I got a ton of Jordans. Space Jam. I believe I can fly. Man, the Gatorade commercials. I think Jordan, every time I think Gatorade, man, I think the McDonald's commercials with Larry Bird playing horse.
Give him his credit
Incredible
before you
branding.
kill him.
None of that shit has
boy.
anything to do with basketball. Today
I'm
we
joking.
are
I'm
arguing
joking. I'm gonna be toxic too.
who's the greater basketball player.
All right, my boy.
The nigga with the endorsements or the nigga with all the stats. I'm not gonna get into
All the
LeBron
stats.
James philanthropy. We all know about the school. Michael Jordan gives back. Not really.
He's a pretty mean guy, you know.
But we don't want to talk about that. I want to keep it solely on the court. And maybe if people pay attention today, they will stop trying to be like Mike because he wants to be the second best of all time. The defense rests.
By the way, are you wearing Michael Jordans now?
No. These are Air Force Ones.
Got it.
The reason I don't
Bro tried
wear
it.
LeBron's is because he makes an actual basketball shoe, and I don't hoop. So I dress for comfort. You know what I mean?
I do. Thank you, Mr. Davis.
There you go.
Mr. Tony Baker, opening statement, sir.
She
Thank you, Your
looked.
Honor.
Ooh, who is that? The back.
Ladies and gentlemen
Sorry,
of the jury.
I'm sorry. wrong. I should
Go.
be focused on this.
Everybody loves to say it now. It's the thing to say. Oh, that's the GOAT. You the GOAT. You can be the GOAT of anything. Pumping gas. You the GOAT on pump 5, man. You drive off.
Yeah.
And live your little life after that. It's overused. Everybody wants to be the GOAT at everything. But everybody's not great. Michael Jordan is. We all know this. Everybody that has come after Michael Jordan is trying to be Michael Jordan, including LeBron James. What's his jersey number?
His jersey number.
23.
I knew it was coming.
Who had that jersey number? Jordan. Hey,
Nothing to
let
do
me
with
be in
basketball,
Space
by the way.
Jam. Okay, we'll see how it works out. We all know what happens to movies when they get recast. They bomb. Remember Home Alone 3? You don't! Because it wasn't Kevin. Remember House Party 4 with Immature? Bomb. Horrible. Where's Kid and Play? Yeah, you got the Looney Tunes pulling up, but where's Jordan? We don't want no soft cameo, okay? Cameos don't always work. Look at Coming to America, too. We're not gonna get into that. Michael Jordan
Coming to America too is crazy.
the greatest of all
let me
time
focus.
because he transcended the sport. Now, Ryan Davis is gonna probably slaughter me up with stats, numbers, figures,
Indeedy.
all this gobbledygook of just numbers nobody cares about unless you get paid by the NBA or Sports Center. Who we talking about? Who do we say when we shooting trash in the trash can?
So we're going.
Jordan. Don't nobody say LeBron.
Nobody
You
says
wanna
Jordan.
LeBron, but you-
Jordan. Nobody says Jordan. Nobody says LeBron. We all say Kobe. We've been saying Kobe before he left us. We've been saying Kobe since he became a known player. Nobody says.
You got
I've
the
never
dunk
heard someone
trash
say
in there, and everybody
Jordan.
can't dunk. You don't want to tear your meniscus in accounts receivable. Trying to be LeBron. LeBron was built for the sport. Look at it. Look at his height. Look at his build. Look at his weight. He's destined for greatness. Jordan is tall, but you know he was getting manhandled out there, slung around in a different time. The '80s on the basketball court, that was street life.
Y'all always say, "Oh, LeBron's soft. LeBron's weak. LeBron is." Look at me. I just got a comment right now that says LeBron's not top 5 all time. Oh golly, y'all won't stop. But y'all always say LeBron's weak. You are who you surround yourself with. If LeBron is around a bunch of floppers, he's gonna capitalize on it. It's a league where the refs count flops as fouls. It's not our fault. The refs are calling it. If we wouldn't have flopped if the ref didn't call it. If the ref consistently never called flops in this generation, we wouldn't. It's called offensive advantage. The refs are being dumb. We're gonna capitalize on it. It's not LeBron's fault that he's flopping. Jordan would have done it too. Trust me. If he was in this era.
The 1980s had brass knuckles, knives, nunchucks on the court. Jordan was still out there, but we're gonna get into all of that.
No, that's so cap. That's so cap. The refs he would get a million texts and he would never play in the league again if Jordan played in this era with whatever he's talking about, nunchucks and nonsense.
We all know what it is.
Simple.
If we want to talk about numbers,
It's the truth.
Jordan has them. As soon as he came in,
Jordan has
he
numbers
came
too.
in with numbers. He came in with numbers like the count on Sesame Street. I'm here to prove to you, without a shadow of a doubt, that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Tony Baker did not come to fuck around. Cancel Court will be right back.
Sorry for the cursing. It's cursing. Like, comment, and
Share
subscribe.
it with your granny on Facebook. Share it.
I'm gonna skip this.
Let's avoid all what are we doing in the future questions. What are your 5-year plans? What are your 10-year plans? I'm trying to
I don't
buy
know
me.
what this is. But like, comment, subscribe.
Well, gotta love the pageantry
Here we go. Kill him.
Because that's what he's going to try to sell you on. He's going to talk about Michael Jordan like this nigga is Santa Claus. But let's look at the facts. Everybody knows what evolution is, right?
Of course.
As time goes on, people get better at things. The playing field gets harder, gets greater. Michael Jordan played a lot of white guys.
He sure
and
did.
Let's be honest, that's not what the NBA at its toughest actually looks like.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. They only had one who was cooking him. And his name was Larry.
Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, James Harden. You can name some of the greatest two guards and small forwards
In
that
LeBron's
ever
era.
played a game.
In LeBron's era.
You know who they played against?
LeBron James.
You know who Michael Jordan played against? Dan Marley. Craig Elo.
Who?
You hear me? Like, Danny Ainge.
I mean, Danny Ainge is alright. But he wasn't anything close to Carmelo Anthony.
Starters, by the way.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Hey! He's
The
talking.
competition was stiff for Michael Jordan. All these great guards he had to overcome
Woo! Look at them.
to be great.
Their greatness.
He never even had real competition at his position. The best two guard that he ever played against in his prime was Reggie Miller, who only shoots threes. Reggie Miller is 6'7", and there's no dunk recorded of Reggie Miller in his entire career. That was his greatest athletic competition through the prime of his career. Let's be serious.
We
LeBron
talking
James
now.
has made it to the finals 10 times in 17 years.
Let's clap it
Some
up.
people would go, oh my God, but Jordan won 6. Yeah, he went 6.
He went 6 too.
That's it.
Exactly.
Just
That's
6.
it. He didn't go any more than that.
And he just so happened to be on the better team 6 times. But you let Jordan fans tell you, Jordan was the only nigga on the court playing 5-on-1.
Ooh, see, he's cooking. All of y'all said, oh, Michael Jordan had nobody. LeBron James had 5 Hall of Famers. Bro, you can't physically play basketball 5-on-1. I don't care how isolation you are, how much. It's not even like Jordan was dropping 50 every night. If that was the case, then I'd be like, oh, okay, he was really by himself. Bro was dropping 20 in finals games, bro. Like 20, not like 21, 22, 23, 20.
He never lost, ever. He played 15 years, has 6 rings, but never lost. You figure out that math. That shit
The GOAT
makes
shouldn't be dropping 20. The
no
GOAT
sense
needs
to
to be
me.
dropping 25, 26.
Sounds like a nigga lost 9 times.
30.
But I could.
She trying to keep her
incorrect.
composure back there.
It's sad. I pointed out the competition that he had
Sorry.
to play against. People act like he didn't have anybody to play with. Like Scottie Pippen wasn't as great as Scottie Pippen is. When Jordan was there, they won 57. This nigga left.
And they did the same thing. I remember seeing they went to the conference finals the next year without Jordan. I've said this before, but y'all are just deaf.
55 games.
LeBron's team went from the best Cavs team in the entire generation of the Cavaliers being a basketball team to the worst record. Oh my gosh.
And was a bad call away from going back to the finals.
Woo.
This nigga.
Here we go.
When LeBron James leaves a team, they become a high school roster. If the team,
not
think
wrong.
about this, the team without him can't make the playoffs.
They cannot.
With him in the finals.
I'm
sure if he joined a 55-win team without him, that they'd win the finals. Imagine having 55-win team and then add you, the best player in the
of
league.
all time.
If you don't win the title, nigga, who are you? Scottie Pippen was an MVP candidate.
We're talking.
MVP candidate when Jordan left. They were like, yeah, but all he had was Pippen. Soon as Jordan left, Horace Grant became an all-star. B.J. Armstrong became an all-star. Oh yeah, both them niggas was on the team Jordan played on, by the way. Technically, they had 4 all-stars, but the nigga ball hogged so much, 2 of the niggas couldn't make it. That's the truth about Jordan. That's all I'm saying.
We're talking.
Nigga.
You can see it in his face. We have every truth. We have every truth. And even if we could beat Jesus Christ, if we came down here and said LeBron is the best of all time, you would not believe us. Oh my gosh. Oh, he said, oh my.
It's the myth. Nigga. Your Honor. The defense rests.
Ryan Davis is back in his bag.
What is this? Another ad? How far are we?
Serious points. I mean, do you have anything you would like to counter that?
Oh, absolutely. Been waiting for this.
All right, let's see what you got.
He brings up Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is probably my favorite NBA player of all time. You don't win that many championships without Scottie Pippen. But he was homegrown organically. LeBron out here looking for the best players so I can win a championship final. Because yes, he's gone to the championship 10 times and won 4. 4 and 10. That's failure. Any way you slice it. You take a 10-question quiz, you get 4 right. You fail. Nice showing up to the big game, but if you don't take home the big ring, nobody cares. Thanks for showing up.
I have a counter. Jordan, y'all mess up the mind with the 6 and 6 so bad. There's been time. What? I'm trying to think. How long was Jordan in the league for? Because he went 6. I don't know if it was like 10 or 8, but he missed the finals himself.
And we all know the East was shaky. LeBron just coming every year, it got boring. They call him not close.
Boring. That nobody watches when LeBron's not playing. Everyone watches when LeBron's playing. What do you mean boring?
For a reason.
Look at the stats. Look at the viewers.
Jordan got it done every time. Are we in the finals? I'm gonna get it done. And he got it done.
Name the 5 toughest people Jordan faced against the finals. Right now, I can tell you right now, LeBron won against Curry, prime Russell Westbrook, prime Kevin Garnett, prime Paul Pierce. Bro, I could say primes. I could name prime players that LeBron faced in his prime in the finals. The Jordan played players that were not in their prime. They played players that were good. Obviously, they were tough, but they weren't at their best.
3-peat, right?
They weren't at their peak.
Jordan was so good. White Sox was like, hey man, you play baseball? Come through. He's like, all right,
That's
he on the
crazy.
baseball team. Chill. Jordan came back and won 3 in a row. You know how hard it is to win 3 championships in a row? LeBron don't know what that feels like. Because he can never do it. He can never get it done. He hasn't got it done yet.
He
here and there.
He hasn't talked about the competition. He hasn't talked about the competition.
Here's the thing about Jordan, man.
He had
He left,
easier
came back.
competition.
Jordan made basketball interesting to people that could care less about basketball.
People love basketball right now. I think the viewer rate is as high as it's possible, as high as it's ever been. LeBron versus Curry has been a household name in literally every NBA/sports fan's house. Everyone knows LeBron versus Curry. This is a historic battle. Can't really name someone that Jordan has won against consistently that was like a rival. We know Larry Bird and Magic. Jordan and who?
the whitest of the whitest individuals of all time was like, Jordan. He was the reason the USA basketball team went to the Olympics. Like, we ain't gonna do it without Jordan. Jordan's like, all right, I'll do it. Now it's cracking overseas, man. This is what Jordan did. Jordan is a beast. LeBron is good, but he be flopping. Overselling the fouls, making it a soft NBA game.
The refs call it. The refs call it. The refs call it. The refs were not calling flops back then because they were allowed to punch. If LeBron was playing in a league where they were allowed to punch, he would be one of the most dominant. Look at his figure, bro. Like, bro, are we just gonna be blind and say a 6'8" pure muscle, 200? I don't know how much he weighs, but it is going to fail in a place where he is probably one of the biggest, strongest, athletically gifted people on the court. Like, are we just forgetting that, or are we just thinking, oh, flop, flop,
Jordan
flop?
was taking the hits and the stabs. Yeah, he was fussing, but that's what they do. When you get a foul called on you, like Oakley, he would stab somebody on the court and be like, what, ref? What do you mean? What do you mean, blood on the knife?
Yeah, they were allowed to do that back then. Not anymore.
Blood on the knife. Pancreas pieces all on the blade. He was like, what you talking about, ref? That's the culture he came up in. You know why Jordan's eyes are so red on that little documentary? Because he was laser focused. He's a killer. He don't care about nothing but winning. LeBron out here looking for who's hot. Yo, Kyrie, hey, man, let's link up, man. I just need a little bit of help. Come on, y'all. Jordan was like, hey, man, y'all come to me. I ain't going nowhere. And they was like, all right. And Pippen came in, he was a baby deer coming into the league. He was like, his knees was slamming together. Turned into one of the best players of all time, organically. It's easy to be like, yeah, we winning now because you're getting the hottest players on the streets.
Talk about the competition. He hasn't addressed it yet.
Take Rodman, because he's a killer. He robbed people in alleyways after every NBA game. He didn't give a damn, man. He had herpes, chlamydia, syphilis, all at the same time. Best record of all time. Chicago Bulls, till the Warriors recently passed it, but best record of all time. Speaks for itself.
Warriors recently passed it, and LeBron beat that team. LeBron beat a team. Okay, the Warriors never did it, but LeBron beat a team that was statistically greater in record than Jordan's. So if Jordan would have... Okay, I'm not going to do that, but... If Jordan went against LeBron with a team with a less record and statistically less stats, less threes, less everything, LeBron would have won too.
Come on, man. Jordan, man. His career average is over 30 points a game. Career average.
Impressive.
Jordan is a killer. He creates other
He
killers.
said Jordan is a
Kobe
killer
Bryant
at least
is another
5 times.
Laser-focused, legendary killer that was born from Jordan. He would create a whole storyline just to beat the other team. Oh, you ain't gonna say what's up to me? All right. 43 points that night. He created personal vendettas to win the game. LeBron living too good now. He ain't got no vendettas. The only vendetta he got is that receding hairline. That's his only vendetta, the shoe polish. Jordan was bald and
buddy.
proud. And that makes me proud. I rest my case.
Before you take your seat, I have a question that I wanted to ask you because
Yes.
it's interesting that life before Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman was a little bit rough. So I'm going to read you some facts that was entered into the court
Thank you.
case
Thank
that I
you.
want you to speak
Thank
on.
you.
and
We're
talk
gonna talk
It
about-
says
yep.
here-
That you're going there, because that was my next point.
Let me know if these
Thank
facts
you.
are correct. In 1984, and correct me if
Thank
I'm
you.
wrong, Jordan was eliminated in the first round.
First round. First round.
In 1985, Jordan was eliminated in the first round.
Second year.
In 1986, Jordan was eliminated in the first round.
Okay.
In 1987, Jordan was eliminated in the second round.
Wait a minute. This is for... I didn't even...
In 1988, Jordan was eliminated in the third round. In 1989, he was eliminated in the third round. In 1994, Jordan was eliminated in the second round. In 2001, Jordan doesn't make the playoffs.
2002, Jordan doesn't make the playoffs.
Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Well, first of all, those last 2 years where he was on the Wizards. But if we're going to use that as an excuse, LeBron was on a horrific Cavs team going against Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen in their prime. So that's not an excuse.
Playoffs with the Washington Wizards.
Right.
Could you explain?
Talk to me.
those stats?
Talk to me.
It seems
Talk
a
to me,
little bit
Holmes.
Heavy for Mr.
Easy,
Jordan.
easy work. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you need a good team. Okay. Jordan needed a solid team. So you could be like, oh,
here we go.
but LeBron didn't need a team to go to the championship and lose.
No, he
He's
didn't.
still a loser. Whether you go to the playoffs and get out early, okay, what does that really mean?
It means that you could not make it to the greatest accolade of all time. The ring. The finals.
Make it as far. So what?
There's no way they have
LeBron didn't win
a
those
Skip
championships.
Bayless
The
quote.
goal of an NBA season is not the playoffs. The goal is to win a championship. LeBron can go to the final game all day and night. Did you win? When the confetti's coming down and they kissing and pouring champagne, LeBron was in the locker room getting dressed. Until he manufactured some star players to come around him just to give him that little
She better stop nodding her head.
He talking about Jordan only played with white players. Man, Hakeem Olajuwon? Are you kidding me?
He won,
Isaiah Thomas?
He won. Both of them won chips against Jordan.
Magic Johnson?
He also won one.
Order
Jordan
in the
too.
court,
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Davis.
Who was on the Lakers?
Talk, bro. They all won against him. Name somebody. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do it.
Squad
I don't want to
when
do it.
Jordan won his first championship. Magic Johnson.
I can name 5 players LeBron won in
right back.
that went against. Woo! I'm not even gonna do that. Oh, I'm not even gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna stop it there. This is part 1. I think we're gonna do this, split it up in 2 parts. Like, comment, subscribe. This is very, very good content, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.
I'm just talking on this beat, like it's just you and just me. We can say the side of the beef.